Welcome to the Thick and Spooky Ghouls podcast, where we discuss all things strange, paranormal, and unexplained.
These episodes are live recorded on Twitch and cut to fit Spotify's format. If you want to catch us live, we do our podcast once a month on Twitch.
We're back. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hello, everybody. We're back for part 3. We've got Sassiesquatch coming up next for our topic. Let's see if everybody's back. It looks like we've got Zako ready. We've got Sassy ready. Let's go ahead and jump over there and say hello to all of them. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. How was that, covering your very first podcast topic with us?
Very nervous. If you couldn't tell, I was a little nervous. I'm also, as I was telling Sassy during the break, I'm also on some really strong pain meds at the moment because I've been dealing with some pain in my jaw. So that's why my face is like super red.
I'm sorry.
But other than that, I felt like it went pretty well.
I think you did great. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
Amazing.
I did not actually pick up that you were nervous at all. So
I tried my best to hide it, but I was definitely feeling a little bit nervous.
Yeah, no. Me and Miso are always nervous before we even start the episode. Like, me and her would be like, we can feel it in our stomach, especially when we used to do the charity events with the BCC. Like right before we'd go, our stomachs would just be in knots. It's just how we are. The anxiety. So even though we've been doing this for a while, we still get nervous to this day. So I embrace it. It's human.
It also goes with my other conspiracy theory / paranoia thing with webcams. So I don't use my webcam very often.
Yeah, just so everybody is aware, I did make sure that Zako was comfortable with camera. I offered the model option, so... Yes,
I'm not saying it wasn't... No, I like I said, it's something... I'm trying to get back into streaming myself, so I'm trying to learn to not have a problem with being on camera, but it's definitely a issue that I'm still, like, mentally working through.
The trauma. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's very traumatizing. I agree. That's not cool. Oh... Anyways, Sassy, what does our favorite Sasquatch got for us today for the topic?
As usual, with my topics, it is very Irish-centric.
I love it. Yeah.
So today, I'm not doing anything spooky or supernatural. It's more of a folklore tale about one of the great heroes.
haunted castles still to this day. I see. No haunted castle stories.
We will be doing the haunted castle story next time I'm on.
Okay.
Because I did find one that's very close to home. That's like the most haunted castle in Ireland, which is pretty cool.
All right.
So we're going to be doing Fionn McCool. He is a folklore hero from the year 3.
I'm gonna probably mess up how to spell this. So, MC McCool, Houl.
Give me 1 second. I have the spelling here. Fionn.
Oh,
MAC.
FIONN. MAC.
NN. Yeah.
MAC.
MAC. CUMHAL. Sorry.
Okay, is that how you spell it? Fionn. Is that
Fionn McCool? Yeah.
Okay.
Pronounce it Fionn, and then as time went on, people started calling him Finn, the more anglicized version of Fionn.
Oh, I like the name Finn.
Yeah, my nephew's named Finn.
Oh, I like it. It's a great name. It's a good name. Good name. Good for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So Fionn McCool is basically has ties into most folklore in Ireland. So many stories. His story like touches on a lot of fae history, a lot of like just every story you think of art like the fae, he has touched in some way. It's weird. This guy just gets around like no one's business. He's basically a demigod, kind of like our version of Hercules.
Oh.
He's a tribe leader. He's a warrior. He's a giant. Uh, and that's basically why I landed on him, because I was gonna do the history of the Irish giants, the folklore on them, but it just seemed like the giants in Ireland are just really tall people. Like it was like they're about 10 foot and that, and there's a there's a formation on the coast of Ireland that is basically as like uh what's the word I'm looking for? Um there's just rocks that's placed like it's a land bridge that was going to England or Scotland that that people say he created, which is pretty cool. Um but so there's just to get started with his little bit of history. Finn McCool is the most woke person before woke was even a thing. And when people say, "Oh, queer people didn't exist until blah blah blah," in 380, Finn McCool was raised by two mothers, adopted mothers, because um his parents that gave birth to him thought he was in danger because his father was basically a leader of an army. So they basically gave him away to two warriors that lived in the woods and did druidcraft. So he had two moms, well, three moms, and just
Ooh.
being a little wondering.
Lucky son of a bitch has three moms. Lucky.
Three moms.
3 moms. I want 3 moms.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Did that to myself.
He's like he has a lot of stories. There are a few ones I'm gonna talk about. I'm just gonna run through quick, and then the major one I want to talk about is actually is the creation of that land bridge, or the destruction of that land bridge at the same time. Finn McCool, his first wife. For all our Baldur's Gate 3 folks that like the druid guy, I keep forgetting his name, but Daddy Bear Boy.
Halsin.
Henson.
Halsin, yeah. For all your lovers, this is for you. Finn McCool was out hunting with a druid one day and was like, "Oh, look at this deer." And then caught the deer. Caught the deer, and then the deer turned into a woman. And it was like, "Oh, you're a lady. Wow. Let's have a child."
Wow, you lady. Let's have child.
He married this deer lady. She had a child, and after having the child, she turned back into a deer and took the child and just bolted.
Fairies. Freaking fairies, man.
Yeah.
That was a fairy. She stole the baby.
Well, she had the baby, then took the baby.
Yeah, she just said, "All right, I'm out. See ya."
Peace.
Finn McCool, it has 3 moms, down with bestiality. He's a man of the people. And some people think that Finn McCool and giants of that time were half breeds of humans and aliens, especially the Nordics.
Oh, so they believed
race
that
of
they're
aliens.
because for maybe it's different backgrounds. For me, they believe that the giants were offsprings of a human and a god. is that's what I was raised to believe. Nephilims are. But continue.
Nephilims, yeah.
Yeah.
But in most societies they do. But the reason why people think that I don't know, I did air quotes. I'm a PNG. Um, the reason why people think that is because they misunderstand a word and a place that Finn McCool lived most of his life. Alien, which is I think is Elian because there's an I before the L's.
Mm-hmm.
And it is basically it's that he lived it was two small hills beside each other that looked like mountains and they were indented kind of hills, like someone landed a craft there or something. So people think because of the name and that says, oh, the aliens visited, the folklore heroes are half breeds. It's not really substantiated. It's a few. I found it once or twice in my research, so it's not really that big of a thing. But I think it's funny that people just misread a word. I was like, obviously this.
Yeah.
It's obviously this. But the a really cool thing about Finn McCool as well. He basically knows everything because he's the smartest man alive because he ate a fish.
He met a fish?
He ate a fish. That we have a story for Finn McCool, like the salmon of knowledge is basically there was this holy tree that would drop acorns into a certain part of a river, and the salmon would eat the acorns and become knowledgeable.
It would be the seeds of
And
wisdom. Okay.
Seeds of wisdom.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And Finn, there was a poet that was trying to catch this fish for 7 years, trying to do everything he can to catch this one fish. And Finn McCool comes along. I was like, "Oh, I'll help you, dude. Whatever." Finn catches the fish, and the poet's like, "Okay, cook it for me." And Finn is just basically, "All right, fine." He's cooking the fish. The godson burns his thumb while cooking the fish and accidentally puts his thumb in his mouth because the fish oil and flavor is in it. He becomes wise,
Ah, okay.
and now the poet's like, "Oh, well, you got to eat the fish now because you took the wisdom from us." So he just basically gives him the fish. So he gets knowledge.
He's probably so fucking pissed. He's
by-
just like, you son of a bitch.
I spent 7 years doing this. 7. And just this giant man boy just comes in and is like, I don't know how fire works.
Mm. Fuck, that sucks.
And yeah. So Finn McCool gets like his knowledge and his wisdom. That's how he's able to like defeat so many of the battles that he fights in his later life because he was so smart that he could outthink anyone.
Yep.
And he just got it because he burnt his finger preparing a fish for someone, which I think is the best.
I just spilled my drink on my desk for anyone wondering what I'm doing with the towel right now.
I was just concerned, actually. I was just like, are you all right? Because that sounded pretty bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, my drink just spilled on my desk. Thankfully, I don't think it hit any of my electronics. It just hit the desk. I'm just trying to dry it up.
Sorry. Yeah, for me, I've learned that lesson too many times. Yeah. Continue. Sorry, Sassy.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's not that. Where was I? Oh, yes. So this brings us. There are a few of the little just tidbits that I really like about Finn McCool without deep diving into like just too many because there is so much with Finn McCool. He fought a fire breathing fucking shadow at one point. Like there's
Okay.
so much, like you could deep dive into him. I'm going to probably do one or two of his stories later on when I come back, because some of the stories touch on the Fae so amazingly that there's time warping, there's people seeing themselves and melting. There's so much going on. Like Irish mythology is fucking crazy.
Oh, I love Irish mythology. It's great. It's freaking great.
So the one myth of his I really wanted to get onto, like we talked about earlier, is the creation of the Giant's Causeway. Is what the site is. It's basically kind of like pillars of stone, like individual pillars of stone. It's like I don't know how to say it. It's just a bunch of pillars of stone that you would think it was lava melted or cooled, but they're so kind of individual that it looks like someone carved them, and it just runs along the coast line. I think it's where is it in my notes? I know what county it is. Antrim, along like coast of Antrim. But the story, as the story goes, Finn McCool, big beefy boy himself.
Oh yeah, big beefy boy.
Here's about big beefy boy. Another warning for everyone. There is the women in Finn McCool's life are the best people.
Oh, I'm
His-
jealous
his new
already.
wife- His
3
new
moms
wife,
and a. Okay, let's see. What else?
his new wife, a fucking genius, and puts baby boy in his place in a weird way. It's so good. Yeah. So Finn McCool living his life, and he gets someone tells him, "Oh, do you hear about this place called Scotland? It's just across the way." He's like, "Oh, all right, that's cool, but I don't really care about it. I'm big beefy boy here. I'm strong. I'm a giant. I'm all this." He just boasting like no one's business. And then they said, "Yeah, but they have a giant as well. Like he's supposedly stronger than you, bigger than you." Oh, whatever. Finn McCool loses his absolute shit. Just pitches a hissy fit like no one has ever seen. And he just starts ripping earth, like ripping stones from the earth and throwing them into the sea. Like just wrecks the coastline of Antrim and just builds a pathway from Ireland to Scotland to go fight this giant. So he goes over. Oh, the other giant's name is Benandor. And he goes over and he's going over. When he gets there, Benandor's asleep. And Benandor's twice his size. And the stories he's been hearing from the people around Benandor is that he is the strongest. That he is like his feats like dwarf what Finn's feats have been. And Finn was like, "Oh shite. I don't want to pick this fight. I'm just gonna go home." And then Benandor wakes up and people start telling him, because of course Finn is gonna boast while he's there, "I'm the strongest, I'm the biggest."
The
For
ego
cock in
on
the
this
walk.
one.
Oh,
Massive.
well, he is he everything about him's massive. You know, he's a massive boy.
hmm
So Benandor's like, "Who's this asshole think he is fucking over there saying he's the biggest? I'm the biggest. I'm the strongest. I'll tell you what now, boy." And so he decides to go, like, use the land bridge. Like, where's this come from? It's like this must be a very strong, very like capable person or giant to make this. So he's like, I'm gonna show him who's boss. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna challenge him to a fight. So Banandor goes over to Ireland and starts like boasting himself and that, and and he finds Finn McCool's wife, just tending her garden, all that, and he's like, "Where's Finn? Where is he? I'm the biggest. I want to prove that I'm the strongest. That I am the biggest, scariest giant ever." And Finn and Finn's wife was like, "Oh, he's not here. The only person that's here is me and my baby." And he's like, "Where's this baby? I want to see. I don't believe him. Show me the baby. Show me." The wife brings him inside the house, and there, in a giant cot, dressed like a baby, a big baby, like a giant baby, twice the size as the mother.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Bandor's like, "Oh my god, I think I might have bitten off more than I can chew. If a man can produce a baby that big, then he must be a giant. He must be bigger than me, must be stronger than me." And Banandor got scared, and his wife started telling, uh, Finn's wife starts telling him stories about Finn McCool being strong, being that, just putting the fear of God in him. So he's like, "Oh no, no, I gotta go, I gotta go." So he starts bolting, and him running across the causeway breaks it as he goes. So that's why the causeway is only like there's no it it's only at the coast and a little bit into the ocean, because it's said that he broke it as he went with his strides. And Finn and then his wife turns back to the baby and said, "See, I told you it would work." Finn McCool takes off his little baby hat, the gown. His wife decided to dress him up as a child and pretend he was a baby so he didn't have to fight the giant that he was scared of.
Oh my gosh.
His wife did age play for just so he didn't have to get into a fight.
That's love.
The women
Happy Father's Day,
women-
Papa Cortra. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I have
the
missed
women
you.
in his fucking life are the best. Like in Irish history, women are just like fucking fierce warriors and the smartest people in the world. Like it is that's one of my favorite stories, simply because the wife is like, "Get in the fucking bassinet now." You moron.
Get over
Like
there.
the smartest man alive, just put in his place by his dominant wife. Fucking love it. It's the best. But yeah, that's basically Finn McCool. Like there is way more stories to it. I just wanted to basically talk about one because I really am getting back into like Irish history, Irish folklore now, and I want to encourage people to seek out uh some reading materials yourself. I'm very bad at I forgot to write a bunch of books down, but there is a lot of great like lore books about Finn McCool and the shenanigans he gets up to.
I like
Absolutely
it.
the best.
Finn
Yeah,
McCool's
so good.
Finn McCool's uh curious adventures, I guess would be a call for his tale. Oh my god. Or his
Yeah, oh,
adventures.
he's so
Oh
good.
my goodness. That's cute.
Like,
I actually really like that. I didn't know much about I actually didn't even know who this person was, but I like that. He's pretty funny. He's
yeah,
larger than life for sure. Papa Corter says, "Wow, larger than life." But I enjoyed that. That was
larger than
fun.
life.
See, I'm no
Yeah,
like
thank you.
I'm glad that you're like getting reattached to folklore. For me, I noticed that this podcast has led me to go in that direction, and it's made me feel more connected to my culture that I miss. Like it makes me connected, but it also makes me frustrated that I missed out on so much, because not only did I miss out on a lot of folklore, but because I was kind of raised to be a super conservative Christian, which you guys know how that turned out. But it's just, yeah. I wish that I learned about our folklore when I was like at the age of believing it, but it was kept from me. So having to discover a lot of things about my culture now that I'm older and having to do my own research, because I was raised a specific way and I wanted to get more attuned to who I was and where I came from, right? It's been a journey. And so I've really enjoyed my journey of learning more about my own culture that I feel like was taken away from me. And it makes me sad a little bit to think about the fact that there was a lot of time that I could have known all the things that I known, and I'm just learning it now. So I'm enjoying that you're also going through the same journey as me, where you're discovering more about your root self and where you came from and the stories told by the older generations. For me, I'm at that point where that to me is magical. Like I really love that idea of you know, being able to reconnect with your past now by having to do research when you're an adult and you can appreciate what you're learning and what you're reading versus when you were a kid where you're just like, ugh, so boring. But now you're an adult and you're like, no, I should have paid attention. So I've really been enjoying my journey for sure. So I'm glad that you're going through the same
Yeah.
one.
I really getting back into it simply because like right now, basically because of this podcast, got me back into like wanting to know because I kept doing things from Ireland, wanted me to get to know more about the like histories that just basically created our storytelling or just culture. And when we were growing up in school, we were taught these things alongside, like in religious studies, alongside like the Christianity or Christian faith, the Christian faith that they were trying to push with Jesus and all that jazz at the same time. And for me as a kid, it was like either because they were like, oh, these are folklore, these are folk tales about people that might have existed, might not exist. I could never like differentiate what what was real and what wasn't when it came to like juxtaposing the Christianity that we were being taught and then them saying, oh, these were just tales. But it seemed like the same things that were happening in each kind of thing. So that's why I think I confirm like I could never take um religion as it could never I could never just fully believe in it because it's like but you say magic doesn't exist here, but you're telling me magic exists here.
Mm-hmm.
I could never do it. But like I think the stories of like Fionn and all the other heroes are just they're teachable moments, and it is a lot of just like giving wisdom to the things around people at the time because like when these were these people existed because they were people, it was just the things that the people attributed to them were just made up, but these were real people. And at the time it was like 3 AD when I think he was in his youth when the Salmon of Knowledge was supposedly happening. So this was like, so this was, what, 2,000 years ago, I think, 80? Yeah. Yeah, so like just, 3 years after Jesus was born? So, there you go. Like, I think it's a lot of fun because I do think a lot of small island nations and stuff have a lot of that folklore when it comes to like the spiritual or like fae realms, because trying to explain things to each other when spooky things happen is always fun to see how close small island nations come up
Deal
with
with
things,
it,
because like
yeah.
bigger countries kind of your deal, like, because you have more people and you're interacting with other nations and you're having wars the whole time. But when you're a small island nation, everything is more compact and is more like, especially with Ireland, because we were very Druidic heavy in our religious beliefs before Christianity came along and ruined everything.
Don't even get
so
me started, because, ooh boy, do I have so much to say about that. Actually, we can bring it up during the Ghoulish Bites. So let's go ahead and take our final break for the night. We'll do the Ghoulish Bites after this. We'll continue on this conversation with Sassy and how religion has affected culture. Let's go ahead and take our final break. We'll be back in about 3 minutes, you guys, and we'll continue this conversation in the Ghoulish Bites. So we'll see you guys really, really soon. We'll stay thick.
And you stay spooky.